Hello everyone, I'm Krishna, your host from one and only Booklover Publishing House stall at World Book Fair, the 51st edition. And I'm back with yet another episode of Know the Author Behind the Book. And this time we have with us Mr. Manish Anand, who is the author of two books, Yogi Fasa Mazdar and the English title Godless Gita. So, Mr. Manish, first of all, a very warm welcome to Booklover Publishing House stall. And without further ado, please give a quick intro about your background as to who you are and from how long have you been writing, and how are you feeling in this atmosphere of the World Book Fair?
Uh, Thank you, Krishna. I'm really feeling great right now. A bit overwhelmed, I would not like. And so about my background, I did my engineering from Macau. It is like university in West Bengal.
Yes, yes.
And after that, I'm doing some social services. I'm attached with some NGOs,
Okay.
and I'm also like director of a legal company, private limited company. So these are few things that I am doing, and like the journey of book. If I talk about, I used to write. I just love writing. And before that, I used to read a lot. Even now, I try to read. I'm not able to read. Like I used to finish one book every week. Like that kind of a avid reader I was. But now it is not possible given all the like works and all. But yeah. So from there, my writing journey also started, and it was very immature writing, just for sharing with friends, or you write for your own self. Okay,
Yes, yes.
this satisfies you. This like gets out your thought, and like you pen it in a way. So that was the thing, and after that, it was that like I was writing poetries, stories, and all the things. So it happens to be that my mother, like, she was very supportive of this, and uh, when she like sadly passed away. And so my first book, if you talk about this, Yogi Fasa Mazdar. So this book I had published only for her. If you like, anyone will read the first page. It is that like the whole book is like all that writing journey I have dedicated to. So whatever I write, no matter in future or now, like everything is dedicated to it just for her sake. So I got it published. I received good response. I was not expecting anything. I didn't market at all. I didn't like do anything, but I really got good responses. First from family and friends, later from different people. And when you see Amazon reviews, you see Flipkart reviews, you like it. Okay, so like it is a good thing. Then I was like I'm on verge of writing a book called I should reveal the name or not, but like what the name I've thought of is like Buddha on the death. So I'll not go into the exact story.
Sure,
But
sure.
for that book, like I was doing the research work. And I had already read Bhagavad Gita twice or thrice, but I had not read it with that mindset of research mindset. You
Just
read it for
learning.
your own thing, like your own knowledge, your own grasp. But when I started reading it like for the third or fourth time, and with the research mindset, I noticed that Bhagavad Gita is the ultimate philosophy. Name 50 of the books, those are self-help books now. You name Murakami or anything. The crux is Bhagavad Gita. Subtle art of not giving up.
Yes.
Anything. Like
Sure.
art of living. Any book you read, the crux is from Bhagavad Gita.
Yes.
I'm not saying that they have copied or something, but
But the main idea behind.
main idea is from there. Be detachment, call it like the work, call it love, call it life, complete balance. So I thought, okay, one Bhagavad Gita comes from Gita Press Gorakhpur. It is quite famous. The book is of 400, 500 pages. Then another famous Bhagavad Gita in English is from Prabhupada, like ISKCON, the
ISKCON
founder
founder,
of
yes.
That is of 1,000 pages. So I was like, how come this many difference in
Difference,
the
yes.
volume? Though Krishna would have said the same thing, right?
Exactly.
Then how the difference? So I read with the research purpose, and before getting out that Buddha on the deathbed, this book came out.
Okay.
This is the need, like for any seeker, anyone who seeks to get things out of life. If you are thinking ki, and why godless? This name is also a bit contradictory. It
Yes.
seems contradictory, but by godless, I do not mean to disrespect Krishna, Lord Krishna, or to keep him out of this. I just mean ki, do not perceive Lord Krishna as God. Perceive him as a mentor, as a coach, as a warrior. What he actually is as a philosopher,
Exactly.
how he has been on the field, what he's trying to teach you. The moment you start treating him as God now, you start worshipping. You cannot achieve that thing what he is willing you to achieve. You get it. So from there, the second book came out.
Exactly. So I was about to ask you why you mentioned this title, Godless Gita, as to it is quite an eye catcher, and we have been getting good responses by the visitors and the passersby. As to Gita as a concept is regarded as a Hindu philosophy by all over the world, right? But writing Godless Gita, it separates it from the Hindu domain.
Religion. Like
Yes.
it is not bound with the religion or anything. If anyone starts reading it, it is like nearly 38 pages, right? And I promise you, Bhagavad Gita is not more than this.
Okay.
Anything you are reading beyond this, that is pure like anyone can describe anything, elaborate anything.
Yes,
Na?
yes, yes.
I can say you are sitting here, or I can elaborate in a way ki he is sitting in stall number C22 in
Yes,
the
exactly.
Delhi, this coordinate, he is wearing this that like
Details.
you can go on elaborating and elaborating.
Yes.
But the core thing that misses out somewhere. What is necessary? The necessary thing in the moment is that you are sitting here with me,
Yes.
right? So that thing we are missing. What I'll focus on what you are wearing. Oh, what is this stall? What I have to deal with. I have to deal with your presence. So let that be there. So that is the thing like what I try to figure out.
And I think it's a very beautiful idea that you have portrayed here. That the main aim of Gita is not to spread the Hindu culture and not to what I can say is convince people to accept Hinduism, but accept values that are taught in Gita and live a a better life, right?
Like it has nothing to do with religion
Yes.
because if we see when had Krishna like said these things words to Arjuna when he was in a battlefield.
Yes.
He was in the battlefield. Now, he was not performing some rituals. He was not doing. He is like going to do something that is very difficult for him. He is going to fight against his own family, his own guru, his own like friends, his own brothers. So that is the toughest thing you have to do. And every day in our life, like now and then, the youth, the major problem is you wish to do something else,
Yes.
but your parents want you to do something else. You wish to marry someone else. Your parents want you to do something. You know, you then start tussles with brothers. Like you get married, they get married. Before that bond was good. After that you separate. So
Exactly.
that is the thing there. Then how do you deal with that? You first you try to avoid okay, that is blood. I cannot fight it. The Krishna never taught Arjuna to fight. First he was also mediating in between okay, I'll go and I'll ask them कि पांच गांव दे दो.
हाँ.
यदि if you are not willing to give us like whole country
Kingdom.
or like a part
Kingdom.
of
Yes.
kingdom, then at least give us 5.
So, judging by that, both the titles, that Godless Gita, the Timeless Philosophy, and Yogi Phasa Mazdar, they seem quite mature titles, right? And clearly, one can make out that these books teach about the values of life. So, what are your comments about the language that you have used in both the books? Is it for a mature audience who can understand a mature way of writing and not for someone who has not yet reached a particular age or has some experiences related to life? Or is this book easily and can be easily grasped by any of the audiences?
So first, like if I talk about godless Gita, so this philosophy when I was writing this, my major thought in my mind was कि student is a student, even he can read, he or she can read, and whoever is old enough, like there should be no age gap in it. So I have tried to use layman's language. You can see I have used examples, such examples that is very visible to your eyes. that you can relate it with your life, be it a child or be it a like youngster or be it an old person, right? But in my mind also somewhere it was ki, okay, teenagers will read it, not below that. But then one I got a message on Instagram from a small kid. He is in standard 5th. And he was like explaining this very well, the first chapter he had read, and he was so excited.
Okay.
And he explained it so well. I was like, oh, okay, even kids can understand this. So that was a revealing moment for me. But when I talked about this, like Yogi for Samajhdar, so in this I literally won't say that it is really easy to read or something. Obviously when you talk of poetry और आप जब इसकी बात करते हो कि मतलब गज़ल हो गया कि कविताएं हो गई,
थोड़ा
तो
रिलेट
आपका
करना
taste
पड़ता
होना
है।
होगा कि जिसका टेस्ट है वही पढ़ सकता है, ये कोई भी पढ़ सकता है ना। आपको ज़िंदगी में समझना है कुछ आप पढ़ लो, ये हर कोई नहीं पढ़ सकता। ये है कि आपको टेस्ट होना चाहिए पहले तो पोएट्री, तभी आपको समझ में आएगा, वो चीज़ आएगी। और जो चैप्टर्स बटे हुए हैं, तो फर्स्ट चैप्टर जैसे ये है कि इश्क समझिए। अब इसमें एक है किसे इश्क कहूँ अब आशिक कौन यहाँ, जिस्म की भूख है ये दावत की भीड़ जमा, देखते ही इश्क हो जाए ये नया दस्तूर यहाँ, शिकारी ये निकले मुँह में लब का लहू लगा, वादे सारे चांद सितारे मीठे बस बोलियाँ, करके हासिल सब कुछ पूछे मैंने कब अब जो बैठे हो रोए वहाँ है कोई जोड़ी किया धरा मुँह तुमने और इश्क का मोल रहा। फॉर सम पीपल इट कैन बी वेरी इजी कि हाँ ये तो ठीक है, बहुत इजी है, बहुत आसान शब्दों में बोल दिया इससे, पर किसी के लिए थोड़ा डीप हो सकता है। इसमें जो 2 लाइनें हैं ये मतलब मेरा थोड़ा फेवरेट वो है कि बस वन लाइनर है कि इश्क मुँह को मुँह न लगाओ, लतिये बड़ा अटपटंगा रे, चाखने वाला प्यासा ही तड़पे बैठे बीच दुकान।
वाह।
तो इफ़ यू लाइक आप वो चीज़ यदि समझ जा रहे हो ना, 2 लाइन में बहुत कुछ कहने की कोशिश की मैंने तो वो समझते हैं। लेकिन फिर वही बचपन वाले पे आ जाओ कि बच्चों वाले पे, तो वो बहुत सिली सा लैंग्वेज में कि ऑब्वियसली बचपन है आपका, तो आप जब उस माइंडसेट से लिखते हो तो आप कॉम्प्लिकेट नहीं करते हो चीज़ों को, आप थोड़ा बचपन वाली उसमें चले जाते हो कि दोस्ती पर लिखा 2 लाइन ही है कि अहम लिख लिया प्यार लिख लिया, अहम लिख लिया प्यार लिख लिया, कलम को चैन आया जब याद लिखा। तो अब इसमें कुछ इतना आप डेप्थ नहीं भी देखो, लेकिन ये कितनी बड़ी बात है कि आप घूम फिर के तो दोस्ती के पास ही जाओ।
एग्जैक्टली।
अहम खुद के बारे में लिख लो, दुनिया लिख लो, प्यार लिख लो, लेकिन घूम फिर के आपको काम में कौन आने वाला है, आपको दोस्ती आने वाला है। तो वही है ईजी टफ, मतलब थोड़ा मिक्सचर है। और क्योंकि आजकल का जनरेशन ऐसा है, हम लोग ऐसे हैं कि हम लोग प्योर तो कुछ जानते नहीं, ना खाली से उर्दू जानते हैं और ना ही शुद्ध हिंदी जानते हैं, सारा मिक्स हो चुका है उर्दू फारसी।